The gameplay trailer for the new chapter dropped a ton of secrets on us, but a few of them really stood out. Today, we're diving into the return of Kissy Missy, the connection between the prototype and Harley Sawyer, and of course, the mysterious Doughy the Dough Man. We're going to focus mostly on Kissy Missy and Poppy, but first, let me quickly break down what we know about our doughy new monster. Doughy the Dough Man showed up right at the end of the gameplay trailer, and at first glance, he's giving off serious good guy vibes. It looks like he's here to help us take on the prototype and Harley Sawyer. His friendly smile and inviting gesture definitely back up the theory that he's on our side. But here's where it gets tricky. Some fans got suspicious. Right before Doughy appeared, Poppy dropped that ominous line, "You lied to me." Now what if she was talking about him? And then there's that sketch on the prison wall, the one titled Safe Haven. It shows Doughy hugging a bunch of toys, symbolizing a safe place. Sweet, right? But right next to that picture, there's a drawing of Poppy, crossed out. This could mean there's some kind of beef between Poppy and Doughy. Now, if we assume Doughy's genuinely one of the good guys, that crossed out drawing could just hint at a disagreement. But if we flip the script and consider the idea that Doughy might actually be a villain, this whole setup starts to feel like a trap. What if all the cutesy imagery and the safe haven vibe is just part of a bigger con? Maybe Doughy's luring us in with his fake kindness, only to deliver us straight into Dr. Sawyer's hands. Now it's time to talk about one of the main focuses of this video, Kissy Missy and her return. Kissy is one of the few characters who's genuinely friendly toward the player, and yeah, even though she seemed a bit indifferent during Hour of Joy, she's still a kind and positive character at her core, just like us, or even Poppy. Kissy dreams of putting an end to this creepy, twisted chapter of Playtime Co.'s history. She wants to leave the factory, as it is now, in the past. If you really want to understand how loyal and genuine Kissy is, all you have to do is look back at that scene from Chapter 3.
No! Let go! They didn't do anything wrong! We're actually here to help. This place makes her tense. I'm glad that Ollie could help you get this far. He's the reason we found you at all. Looks like the train crash hurt us both. You've been through so much. You deserve an explanation. Come on. Listen, I'm not your enemy.
Kissy has always looked out for Poppy, and I'm 100% sure she doesn't have any bad intentions. Just like Poppy, she's ready to do whatever it takes to help us solve what you could call their shared problem. But then, out of nowhere, something happened at the end of Chapter 3 that completely caught everyone off guard and left nobody indifferent.
All right, once we hit the ground, we need to be cautious. There's something... What? What's she doing? This is... No! We're coming! Just hold on! Come on, go faster! Kissy!
Everyone was convinced that either one of the prototype's underlings or the prototype himself brutally killed Kissy Missy because of her betrayal. After all, she's technically just like the other monsters, but instead of trying to kill us, Kissy tries to help. So when the gameplay trailer for Chapter 4 dropped, people were shocked, to say the least, to find out that not only did Kissy Missy survive, but she apparently managed to seriously injure her attacker in the process. Aside from a couple of burn marks and a huge scratch, she doesn't have any major injuries. I'm pretty sure that in the new chapter, we're going to find out more about the monster who tried to take Kissy Missy down. And judging by the type of injuries she has, it's probably not the prototype. I also feel like the devs brought her back for a reason. She's likely going to play a huge role in a showdown with some kind of boss. But here's the tough part. We've already lost Kissy Missy once, and there's a real chance that this time, her sacrifice might be the price we pay to defeat someone like Harley Sawyer. After everything she's been through, Kissy's clearly more vulnerable and weaker than before. As I promised, along with the monumental return of Kissy Missy and the reasons behind it, I'll talk about Dr. Sawyer and his connection to the prototype. Even though it was obvious that this character would be one of the main antagonists, if not the main villain of Chapter 4, there were still thoughts that he might not be as bad as everyone assumed. However, after the release of the gameplay trailer, we learned that he somehow seems even worse than the prototype. What's even stranger are the words from a mysterious voice stating that these two are working together. While this might sound logical at first, hearing one of their conversations sends chills down your spine as you realize how terrifying it is that they've become a team.
Log code 24459. In relation, experiment 1006. The prototype. Stubborn as he is, and always silent with each passing session, I'm still uncovering fresh data nonetheless. Today's discovery. End of log.
Ready to talk now, are you? I possess
a question.
Go ahead.
Do you feel anything?
This question referred to what exactly?
You stick us,
Feed us.
tear our flesh.
Do you feel it? There's a secret inside you, 1006. Valuable beyond all measure. I cut and prod and burn at it, and I get closer with each session. So speak, or don't. Fight, or give in. Regardless, I learn something new about you every day. It excites me. Thank you. You thank me. Absolutely. I learn something new about you every day.
There could be countless reasons for such an alliance, ranging from Harley Sawyer's fear for his own life during the infamous Hour of Joy to a secret desire to destroy all of his experiments. Who Dr. Sawyer truly is will only be revealed in Chapter 4. But if we do end up having to fight not only him, but also the prototype, of course this won't happen in Chapter 4 but much later, it will be genuinely terrifying. Not so much for the player as for Kissy Missy, Poppy, and all the other so-called good monsters. Considering that Sawyer has access to all surveillance cameras and can control nearly every mechanism within the Playtime Co. facility, the danger increases exponentially. We can't completely dismiss the possibility that Dr. Harley Sawyer has his own agenda, separate from the prototype's ideas. Meeting him might actually provide us with a lot of valuable information about the terrifying Experiment 1006. The release of Chapter 4 is just around the corner, and soon our videos will become even better and more exciting. See you soon. Bye-bye.